Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Thanks for watching PENDREAM TV, where we bring you the truth behind the headlines. What's your take on Appiah's shocking rejection of the NPP's amnesty? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest political updates. Until next time, stay informed and stay tuned. Stay engaged as well. Thank you.
Mamle Morrison had a brush with the leadership. Kenneth Crunchy also had as well as some significant people. And you take a look at this and you say that for people like you who form the crux of what we have by the movement for change, somebody will ask, shouldn't ideally be done with you in mind, as well as the others who even could be in the party but still feel aggrieved?
You see, NPP is very funny. I think I said on your show about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago that they are not a party without a soul. That the NPP,
not a party without
a soul. They don't have a soul. So the NPP is not a party without a soul. It's a party without virtues. It's a party without principle.
How do you mean?
Yeah, I said that about 3 weeks ago. And this, their communique, calling for people who left the party, people they themselves suspended, to come back, gives credence to this soulless party, their arrogance. Yes, you understand? Because how can you attempt to make this call without addressing the fundamental issues? The fundamental issues that cause the people to leave in the first place. You see, you recall when Alan Jokovic decided to leave the party, and when he was leaving, he made a categorical statement that he still believed in the principles, in the values of the founding fathers of the party, and that the NPP, as it is now, have shifted so radically from those principles that he does not recognize that the people of the NPP do not align to his personal value set principles. Yeah, when he was leaving on the 25th of September last year. Yes, and he made that statement. Indeed, after that, Boache Jako then wrote an article where he said that Alan Chamanten and some of us are people who have openly come out to say that they were leaving the party, but there were millions of people who won't write a letter, who won't organize a press conference, but who have left the party. You see, when we talk about party unity, first of all, what even made people to join the party in the first place? Because people join a party because what attracts them are certain values, are certain principles. That's why we join political parties. We join political parties because because of some idea, some principles, some values. So that if those ideas, those principles no longer exist in the party, then what will be the bond? What will be the pool? This NPP that claim that they are liberal Democrats, this NPP whose purpose for forming their political party ought to be towards the building of that right, I beg you, the building that right Ghana, where all of our individual ambitions can find a place in. This NPP that have demonstrated that they no longer believe in the rule of law. Was it not the NPP when the parliament issue came up, the parliament impasse?
You mean before 2024 general
before
elections?
The general elections, when we had that, when Mamli and all those things, in spite of the clear terms of their constitution, said that the executives reserve the power, the arbitral power, to decide who would automatically leave or would not automatically leave. Is that not an affront to the principle of the rule of law? The same NPP, whose leadership in parliament, their minority chief whip, employed his members in parliament to destroy the property of Ghana. The same NPP, whose minority chief whip.
You mean the vetting process?
Yes, employed them to destroy the property of Ghana. The same NPP, whose same minority chief whip, told the NPP members that when you see your compatriot, a Ghanaian, who happens to be NDC, and there's a fight, there's a disagreement, join the other NPP people to beat them up.
What does that got to do with members disgruntled, being suspended, come back?
No, the point I'm trying to say is that this NPP have lost the character. They've now become reprobate.
Let me ask you this question.
Let me.
You take a period of the Kufuor period and then the post Nanado period and that NPP. Is that a comparison you want to make?
All I'm saying is that so up until President Kufuor, so the NPP had a certain character. We all see it. I ask them, how many times have you heard people say with an NPP, NPP PNA? Because you see, every party has a certain spirit.
You mean the Daroches, the Ajenim Boatis, the philosophy, the belief,
the Alan Chamantins,
those Sykes and those.
Yeah, everybody had a certain character. Everybody had a certain character, and that character made them appealing to certain characters. Because I'm saying that parties, people aggregate around the party when they recognize certain values that they resonate with. Then they go there. Now, when Nana Addo came, he managed to alter that
the
fine
DNA
character. For that's the right word.
The DNA.
He changed the soul of the NPP.
Now they said they are changing. Come back. You are here citing DNA, borrowing for Eduji.
Listen, nothing they've done, but everything they are doing suggests to me that they are drifting further up. In fact, I'm saying that they don't have a soul.
Danquah, former NPP, they say come back.
Roland Walker, how can I go to a party that has become reprobate? How can I enter a house that is filled with familiar spirits? How can I join a group?
You will not go back, lawyer Appiah Danquah.
So if you are my brother,
but
would you
understand familiar spirits?
Would you advise me?
Principalities.
Would you advise me if you are my brother?
Prophecies and anti-prophecies.
Would you advise me to go into a possessed house, a house full of familiar spirits? Would you advise me? Roland, you don't like me. Listen, this is it bottom up or up bottom?
Yeah,
bottom up. As in which right-thinking person, which right-thinking party, whose value is the country, would subscribe to this approach? Just a simple thank you talk. You remember that thank you talk where people not stabbed. Where people not stabbed. That's what I'm saying. That Roland, my worst enemy won't advise me to enter a house that's full of familiar spirits. The NPP is a party full of familiar spirits. And listen, to the millions of Ghanaians who have been displaced, to the millions of Ghanaians who cannot stay in that house because of the familiar spirits there, I have good news for you. The good news is that a new party filled with the right spirits, a new party fueled by the agenda of liberal Democrats, a new party whose focus is to build that right Ghana, that Ghana that all of our ambitions can find a place in. That party that can give that viable opposition, that party that can hold the feet, that have the credibility to hold the feet of the NDC to the fire. That party that will build Ghana, that party that will hold true the ideals of Ghana. That party is coming.
What's the name of the party?
That party is coming. Do you give name before outdooring? When you give it, you announce the name before outdooring. The name will come. But I'm telling Ghanaians that all those people who can't enter that house because of the familiar spirits, the new house is being built. And very soon, the time will come, and that time is nigh. That party will be opened, that house will be opened. And all of you, instead of going back to this evil spirit, familiar spirit possessed building, you join this house, the new house we are going to build, so that together, all of us, in the spirit of that right political culture, we can have viable debates with our NDC brothers in the spirit of our Ghanaianness.
I see.
And build that Ghana that can take its place as the Black Star of Africa. Forget about NPP. In fact, last year we said they were a dying party. They are a dead party. They don't have a soul. Nobody should heed to
But
this
you don't
useless
that.
call.
Already on our stream, Yamo says that it looks like Solomon also has entered you.
No, Solomon has not entered me.
Okay. And then he says that Lawyer Danquah has killed me today. But just briefly, then we'll go back to Smasapon before we state.
Roland.
Why should this be cast into the bin and not be given credence, Lawyer Appiah Danquah?
Even if there were 1 billion people, the association, even if there were 1 billion people, it would not have given what they've done any legitimacy.
Why not?
It would not, because Ghana is a sovereign nation. We are sovereign. I know my brother Eduji said that they should apologize to the president of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. In fact, I will say they should apologize to the people of Ghana, because President Mahama is not using his powers. President Mahama is using powers that the people of Ghana give him. In the spirit of the oath that he took, the oath was beyond the oath being to always show allegiance to Ghana. That oath also said that he's going to protect, he's going to defend, he's going to preserve the constitution of Ghana. That's what President Mahama swore to. He swore to protect, to defend, and to preserve. What the Bar Association or the Council of Wales and England, what they are asking is that, or what they are ordering, I can't believe they order the president of Ghana. They have the cockroach audacity, the temerity to order the president of Ghana. What they are attempting to do is, or what they are doing is to order the president of Ghana, attempt to order the president of Ghana to breach the constitution of Ghana. What they are doing is an attack not only on the values and principles of Ghana, but also on the constitution of Ghana. Because, see, the process of Article 146 is a reflection of one of the abiding principles that underpins our constitution, the principle of probity and accountability. A firm belief that nobody in Ghana, irrespective of the position you hold, is above the constitution of Ghana. And that's in line with our desire to create the right political culture. The right political culture that, beyond it tolerating diverse views, will also hold political leadership accountable. Essentially, that's the essence of Article 146 of our Constitution. Also, they are attacking the spirit of Article 146, because what Article 146 essentially did was to affirm the independence of the judiciary. And that's why, if you read the article intently, you can make an argument that the president of Ghana does not really have a discretion in the application of SIM once the processes that Article 146 governs are triggered. Because the action that he overturns the suspension of the CJ. Not so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that's a suspension is governed by Article 146 what? 10. What does Article 146 say?
It says that where a petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the president may, and in the case of acting in accordance with by warrant signed by suspend the Chief Justice.
No, so the may, so you jumped every. So the president may. The president
may, in the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State.
Acting in what?
Accordance with the advice of the Council of State.
Where the Council of State have advised the president suspend, does the president have the power to say, no, I will suspend?
He said may.
He says the president may suspend. Read it again. Okay. The president may suspend.
Where a petition has been referred to a committee under this article.
Yeah.
The president may, in 10A, in the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State, by warrant signed by him.
Acting in accordance. So can the president act outside of the accordance of the Council?
Is that what you're
saying? Can the president act
whilst the Council of State has advised?
So if the Council of State advises him do A, can he do B? Per the terms of?
He said me.
No, he says that acting in accordance acting, so it may because he is not mandated to suspend. But once the Council of State advise, he cannot do contrary. Once the Council of State advises the president, he can't do contrary. You get a picture. Also, if there's one thing that, in my opinion, has been exposed by this whole CJ saga, is the fundamental lack of principle, the hypocrisy, the duplicity by people that you ought to expect a certain level of fidelity to principle from. So when Charlotte Osei, when these same processes was being applied on Charlotte Osei, Roland, then where this council that feels so powerful that they can order the president of Ghana. They're so powerful.
I don't understand.
I said when this same Article 146 was being applied on Charlotte Osei, the same Article 146 was being applied on Charlotte Osei. This council, this England and Wales Council, that think that they are so powerful that they can order the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ghana, the president of the republic. They can order him. They can order him to disobey, to flout, to breach our constitution. They are so powerful. Where were they when the terms of Article 146 was being applied on Charlotte Osei? Yeah, so they are as unprincipled as the New Patriotic Party.
No, we'll come to the New Patriotic.
I'm not talking about.
Don't put the cat
Listen. I'm not putting the cat before the issue is for us to discuss and analyze this, how the UK, how the Wales and England, the Harbour Association, the council, had the cockroach audacity, had the courage to order the president of Ghana. And this is not the first time Article 146 has been triggered. Indeed, in 2017-2018, it was triggered on the Electoral Commissioner of Ghana. You understand? I'm asking that in line with principle, with fidelity to principle, where were the what's called England and Wales Council, Bar Council? And I'm saying that in the manner that they've handled themselves, they are unprincipled, like the New Patriotic Party.
How can you say that? There could be Ghanaians who are members of these Commonwealth as well as the Bar Council.
In fact, that's even worse. Because if you're a Ghanaian and the Constitution employs you to defend the Constitution at all times, and you support this blatant, this call, this order on the President of Ghana, on the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ghana, to breach the terms of the Constitution of Ghana against the clear terms of the oath he himself took, an oath not only to preserve the Constitution, but also to defend and protect the Constitution. Now you have the audacity of a cockroach.
Audacity?
The audacity of a cockroach to order the President of Ghana to breach our Constitution. And I'm saying that because with their failure to state a position when Article 146 was being applied on Charlotte Osei, they've shown a fundamental lack of fidelity to principle. And I'm saying that they are behaving like the NPP is behaving. Because the NPP, you see, one of the problems...
We haven't come to the NPP.
I'm not talking about the NPP.
Professor Smasapon will be joining us on
I'm not talking about the NPP. I'm talking about the CJ issue. Because you see...
Because you are one of the significant members who should return to the NPP. So
listen,
we'll come and answer that.
yeah, you ask me and I'll give you an answer. But the point I'm saying is, it should be a worry where one of the major, big political parties in Ghana show a clear regard for principle. Because when Charlotte Osei when the processes to impeach Charlotte Osei in 2017, 2018 were triggered, there was an impression, and an impression that I believe was the case, that the whole exercise was being fooled by elements within the NPP. Indeed, the president of Ghana, His Excellency, the former president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, said when he was the one taking or as in applying 146, that he was a mere conveyor belt. That's what he said. So President Muhammad, he's not a conveyor belt. President Muhammad, he's not a conveyor belt. You said that you're a conveyor belt. What the 146 was, but after President Muhammad, he's not a conveyor belt. You understand? And one problem that the CJ is facing is the attempt by the NPP. In fact, I think they've succeeded to make this process, which ought to be an affirmation of the principles of probity and accountability, which is one of the abiding principles that underpins our constitution. They've managed to turn this into a partisan war. The NPP has managed to turn this into a partisan war. My brother Eduji mentioned some names, people who have taken this matter to court. They are Ghanaians, but the point is that they lose the perception war when almost all the Ghanaians taking this matter to court are serious senior NPP members. In the eyes of the public. Yes, and the manner in which they switched their positions on principles. Because if in 2018 you did not see an application of Article 2, 2018, if in 2018 you did not see the need to advocate for transparency, even in 2018 you did not see the wisdom in pushing for an agenda against an amendment of that bit of the Constitution that says that every process should be held in camera. And then in 2025, suddenly you get a voice to say that, listen, it should be transparent. Then, Roland, would I be wrong if I say that you are unprincipled? And that's the basis for my comparing or likening the actions of the Bar Council of Wales and England to the NPP, because they are both unprincipled. And they are both unprincipled. Why are you afraid to say they are both unprincipled? You understand? So, listen, I'm telling President Mahama that order, that clear lack of respect is not just on him, it's on all of us as Ghanaians. And he has the support of the people of Ghana. He should stay true to the oath he took. He should continue to show commitment and fidelity to his desire not only to preserve the Constitution of Ghana, but to defend him and to give a loud signal that nobody, whether they are 1 billion, whether they are 2 billion, can make him or any Ghanaian to defy the Constitution that we ourselves, we the people of Ghana, the sovereignty of Ghana, took upon ourselves. And so, listen, we should all stay calm. Let the processes continue. At the end of the day, what is going to happen is that the principle of probity and accountability that is being exhibited will be made stronger by this process. I'm done.
All right. Your own observation so far, the bombs being thrown from the corners of the associations, especially on the subject of the suspension of the Chief Justice. And then also now we have the Attorney General responding swiftly. And what the connoisseurs out there are saying.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal in Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, I am PENDREAM TV. I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal in Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, I am PENDREAM TV.